regain. Empowering beauty day and night. Self-forte, your skin's delight. Skin's delight. Self-forte, a touch divine, restores your glow, makes your skin shine. With exosomes and peptides pure, aging signs it will obscure. In just 4 weeks, wrinkles fade, your youth regain. Empowering beauty day and night. Self-forte, your skin's delight. Your skin's delight. When just 4 weeks see the change, wrinkles fade, your youth regain. Empowering beauty day and night. Self-forte, your skin's delight. Self-forte, a touch divine, wrinkles fade, your youth regain. Empowering beauty day and night. Self-skin's delight. Your skin's delight. Touch divine, restores your glow, makes your skin shine. With exosomes and peptides pure, aging signs it will obscure. In just 4 weeks see the change, wrinkles fade, your youth regain. Empowering beauty day and night. Self-forte, your skin's delight. Your skin's delight.
Hi, welcome to my skin school. It is Sunday and I'm so happy to be with you here today. We are doing 2 lives today. Welcome to my skin school. We're going to talk about the power of the mesenchymal stem cell. We're going to talk about your skin barrier. I'm also going to go through the different ages and what happens to your skin during those decades. So we will answer your questions live, which is most important to me, is to answer your questions live. My name is Angela Collia. I have been a licensed esthetician for 30 years, and I still give facials. I love to give facials. It's basically where I get to pick your brain and find out what your concerns are and know when I go and work with my chemist what products to create. And I also test everything in that treatment room. All right, so thank you guys for joining. We're going to wait a few more minutes for more of you to join. We're doing a skin school today. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What did I say Tuesday? Husband, did I have enough coffee? I don't think I had enough coffee today, really. Anyway, so it is Sunday, and I'm so happy it's Sunday and not Tuesday. So welcome to my skin school. We are going to talk about stem cells today. We're going to talk about what makes Cell Forte different. Did you guys hear the song? We haven't, can we play the song again? Yeah. We have this song that is our intro into skin school, and it's talking about Cell Forte. It's a jazz ballad, and if you listen to the words, it's all about Cell Forte. I'm not sure what we're but thanks for joining. We're having a skin school today, you and I'm going to talk with you. So I want you to ask me any questions. Thank you for joining. Write what city you're in, what country you're in. I'd love to find that out. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. I am live in LA, and I'm going to talk with you about, oh, thank you, Lindsay joining, Maria. I'm going to talk with you about, you hear it? Cell Forte. Cell Forte, your skin's delight. That is our new theme song. All right, Austin, Texas. I've never been to Austin, Texas. I want to go so bad. Cape Cod, I've been there. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for joining. Wow, you guys are from all over today. I love it. Right, what city you're in, what country you're in. All right, so let's get down to it. So go ahead, and if you do write a question, which I hope you do, make it very short, because people are joining and it needs to be short for me to read it because it's going so fast. So just 1 to 2 sentences. So we're going to start off talking about you, me, as we age. What's going on? New York City, love it. I'm basically completely bi-coastal. Every 5 weeks I'm in New York doing a residency at Onda Beauty in Tribeca. So please come see me when I'm there. I'm not going to go for a couple months. Sorry, I'm going to stay right here. All right, so thank you for joining. Here we are at Skin School, and I'm going to talk with you about the aging process. There are many factors, and I know you've heard. Around 25, as you remember, around 25, you kind of start to notice in the mirror. Remember this, ladies? You're like, wait a minute, I'm getting some fine lines. I remember seeing my first crow's feet about 25 years old, and my skin wasn't as bright or hydrated. What's happening around 25 years old? That is about the time when your mesenchymal stem cells start to decline. You're like, well, what is a mesenchymal stem cell? We are born a ball of stem cells. One is a blood cell. The other one is the mesenchymal stem cell. The mesenchymal stem cell is the hero, like the ultimate hero. It is the one that goes in to repair and regenerate when you hurt yourself. Now, remember when you were 5 or 6? I do, because I was incredibly clumsy. I would always have a scraped knee. By the time it would heal, it was so fast, I would scrape it again. I don't even think my dad wanted me to wear dresses because I would always fall. But it healed so quickly because of the abundance of mesenchymal stem cells. Now, when you meet an older adult, you happen to notice all the bruising. You notice that things are not healing as fast. That's much older. Even they say in regenerative medicine that diseases like Alzheimer's and even heart attacks happen later in life because you don't have enough of your mesenchymal stem cells. So your organs are declining, right? Because that's the superhero, to go in and repair and regenerate. Same thing with your skin. Your largest organ is your skin, all right? This is the barometer of your health. It's exposed to all the elements. It is the first to get the hit of damages in terms of the sun damage, pollution, and then the aging process, right? So what happens around 25 is your mesenchymal stem cells start to decline. They're not going into repair as much, which is what you need because you're really getting out and you're aging, right? So it's contributing to the aging process. Cell Forte serum not only goes into repair and regenerate topically with the thousands of derivatives of the mesenchymal stem cell, which is the exosomes, growth factors, proteins, cytokines, all the things to go in and regenerate. It's filled with this. There's no stem cells in it because stem cells are not really the hero. It's what they excrete. They drink and excrete. Our leading stem cell research lab is one of the foremost in the country. And if you're watching on my, if you're watching, you can watch this on my website. We're doing it live on Instagram and my website. We're showing you right now on the website footage of the stem cell research lab. You're seeing the conditioned media, which is where they harvest from healthy consenting adults 1 teaspoon of fat, adipose tissue, to derive, 1 teaspoon has 11 million MSCs, mesenchymal stem cells. We duplicate that over 2 months to almost 22 million mesenchymal stem cells. Now from those, we do the process of the basically harvesting and creating body-like conditions where they drink and excrete the patented conditioned media, and therefore there are thousands of the magical superheroes that go into regenerate and repair, which are the exosomes and the growth factors and proteins. So that's what's in the bottle. That's what you apply topically to your largest organ. And it is clinically proven that within 4 weeks, you're going to see a reduction of biological aging. And by that, I mean all those telltale signs, right? Telltale signs. I'm 52. I always had 2 spots here from the sun, not always, I'd say about for 4 years. And I knew that I had to go and get laser, right? Because I knew as an esthetician of 30 years, nothing that you can apply topically is really going to go in and correct the sun damage, the pigmentation, right? So what happened was, after 4 iterations, I finally added and created this amazing formula with the Bio-MSC. After 3 months, those 2 were gone. Applying this morning and night. And let me just explain. Don't buy this and just use this once in a while. Don't even buy it, please. Don't just use this once in a while and then apply your other peptide serums because they feel more gooey and you think they're better. No, this is derived from the mesenchymal stem cell. There is nothing more potent on the market. We've actually combined it with bioidentical. So we have the best of the bioidentical, which are the other doctor brands. And it's clean, which is probably one of the most amazing things. I'm looking at all these other doctor brands and they're not even clean. Filled with propylene glycol, polysorbate 60. And I don't mean that it's not good. I mean that it's not good for your skin, right? Putting those chemicals are not necessary. You're not going to get the best result. So this is a beautiful formula. Not only is it lightweight with thousands of real exosomes and growth factors, but it's clean. It goes right into your skin. It just drinks it up. It's a treatment. It is not there with tons of silicones and dimethicone to feel coated. That's not what this is. And I would never create something like that for you. I created something that actually gives the signals. You know, the exosomes and all the growth factors are basically little messengers to direct your cells to go in and repair and regenerate. They're communicating with your cells. It works on a cellular level, which is why we call this the cellular collection. So I would love some questions. Feel free, oh, New York City, feel free to write in any skincare questions you have. 1% of all of the proceeds go toward a fund in honor of my mother who passed of dementia. There are incredible studies. Remember how I just mentioned with the reduction of the mesenchymal stem cell later in life, it depletes and depletes and depletes. That's what some of the studies are showing, why people get Alzheimer's, why people get dementia. So what they're doing in regenerative medicine, not what I'm doing, but what they're doing, what my lab is doing, basically where I get the stem cell conditioned media from. It's a medical stem cell research lab. What they're doing is they're doing studies, FDA cleared emergency use, injecting the mesenchymal stem cell, excuse me, into one of your organs. What organ? The brain damage, traumatic brain injury, the heart. The studies are incredible on how they're regenerating brain tissue. And there's so much research, even long COVID, you get kind of foggy and it's just like, ugh. They've had tremendous results on long COVID studies with the mesenchymal stem cell. You name it, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, stroke, dementia, heart attack. It's amazing. And what we're doing is we're regenerating the skin, which is the largest organ. We are sending those messengers deep down with our lipid lock delivery system, deep down into the skin to where it goes right into your skin. It's not resting on top, it's going in. It's extremely lightweight, no silicones, no fragrance. Just drinks it up. And then you can go on to your next step. And what I recommend for the next step is a souffle moisturizer. All of my products are made synergistically to work together. That's the beautiful thing about skincare lines. As an esthetician of 30 years, we were not trained to give a facial and pull products from all the other lines and make a regimen. We stick within one line and we lay out what you should be using. Why? Because they were all synergistically created to work together. We have one of the leading chemists in the country. We source the highest grade. I know exactly how the Cell Forte serum is going to react with my skincare. If you're using inferior products with silicones, retinols, peel stuff, all sorts of things, I cannot tell you that you're going to get the most amazing results like I have at 52 years old. Never having laser, Botox once a year, transparent, Botox once a year. I do look forward to that appointment, by the way, but not a lot, just a little bit. I've never had laser. I've never had microneedling, never had any of it. This on top, and a little bit of this. This is a beautiful lightweight oil that goes at the very end to give that glow and to seal everything in. All right, so, oh good, great question. How is the shelf life of these exosomes maintained? And what is the shelf life? Great question. Really important question, because you're gonna start to, since we're really first to market commercially with this, meaning sold next to those other doctor brands that are sold in fancy places, not just med spas, you know, like some of my retailers, Violet Gray, and soon another retailer I can't mention, which is amazing. I'm super excited about that. More later. So basically, how it's done is really important. All right. So this, like I said, this is from the leading stem cell research lab in the country that mainly does these FDA cleared emergency use injections, clinical trials. Even they were just given a $5 million grant from the government, I think it was for the Navy, is that right? For traumatic brain injury. So studies of injecting mesenchymal stem cells. So that's what this lab is, right? Hazmat suits. If you're looking on my website, we'll probably show some footage right now. But what happens is to keep those exosomes stable, very, very good question. When they are extracted from the adipose tissue from 20 to 21 years old, consenting healthy adults, we're gathering millions of stem cells from that one little teaspoon. And what happens from that adipose tissue, what we're doing is we're putting it in the flask. I'm not allowed in there. There's hazmat suits. It's just all scientists. And they're duplicating it. And when they duplicate, they drink and excrete. And there's obviously no stem cells in here. They wouldn't even survive in the bottle. They wouldn't penetrate your skin. It's the exosomes, those messengers, the growth factors, the cytokines, the proteins, the peptides. We keep those stable by immediately freezing. So my stem cell research lab has to have it at a certain temperature, cold AF, to keep it stable, right? So immediately frozen, and we have footage from the lab on my website, immediately frozen. And then here's the best part. This is a stem cell research lab. It's not like your typical CM, cosmetic manufacturer, where they're pulling the peptides off the shelf and they're just throwing it in the powdered form. No, this is a stem cell research lab in the middle of the country, and they ship this frozen on ice to my chemist and my contract manufacturer, who's one of the leading in the country, who has experience working with the frozen stem cell conditioned media. That's the final product. Very expensive. It is shipped frozen, DNA free, to my chemist on ice, and it is kept frozen until, ta-da, he stabilizes it and puts it in. So it is completely stabilized. The shelf life, to answer your question, is 15 months. You don't need to refrigerate it. It is completely stabilized. So you're getting all the benefits in a clean formula, which is really important to me, a clean formula, all of these beautiful ingredients that actually message your cells to repair and regenerate. And I also added this bio-MSC, which is what I like to call it. Biology MSC for mesenchymal stem cell is the technology of this product. What that is not just the patented stem cell conditioned media with over 10,000 exosomes and growth factors stabilized in the proteins. I also added because I knew I would be competing with the other doctor brands that have the synthetic, bioidentical. I added some of those too, because I wanted this to be the most potent. So we have the best of what man can create and the ultimate of what creates our own skin. The mesenchymal stem cell actually creates your skin. And I also added different levels of hyaluronic acid because I think it's silly to spend $300 on a serum with just hyaluronic acid. So we have different levels of hyaluronic acid, and I also added my favorite snow mushroom, which is clinically proven to be more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. All right, so feel free to ask me short questions so I can jump on those. All right, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, just go ahead and ask me any questions, DM. I'm here on Instagram and on my website. So in terms of the order, so I do not wash my face in the morning. And you're thinking, wow, she's an esthetician of 30 years. She doesn't wash her face in the morning. If you are watching on my website, we're showing you some of the footage of the lab right now of how it's frozen. All right, so yeah, I don't. Why? Because I was told about 25 years ago from a leading French scientist, a woman, she's like, Angela, when I was learning aesthetics, she's like, don't wash your face in the morning. The Americans, they just over clean. And I was like, and she looked beautiful, like really beautiful. I'm like, okay, I'm listening to her. And then I was also studying aesthetics. So what happens is when you're washing morning and night, well, let's talk about evening. What do? Well, you better be using this. This is the Allure winning gorgeous, see this gorgeous bottle? Neroli cleansing oil, all organic. It's all about the oils. It's not just, a lot of the cleansing oils have a lot of olive oil and vitamin E, which are quite heavy and hard to remove. This is so lightweight. We have marula, moringa, blackcurrant seed, and neroli, all organic. Apply it, massage it in, add water, massage again, and then remove. Do this at night. It's not going to dry and strip your skin. You just cleanse your skin. It's a 2-in-1. Then you wait a minute, you apply the Cell Forte serum. A lot of people ask how much Cell Forte serum. It's like, I don't know, it's your face. I have a really skinny face, so I'm probably using less. But I'm also applying to my neck and down here. So it depends. Like I just do, I mean, that'll cover my face right there, and that'll cover the rest. So it just depends, however much you want to use. Can't go wrong. Any residual, I'm putting at the back of my hands. So this is second. And then you go right into the Souffle Moisturizer. Now, a little goes a long way with this. You do not need much at all. This is a beautiful formula. This one, Vogue for Best Lightweight Summer Moisturizer. Really lightweight, but it really packs its punch, okay? There's goat milk in it that helps calm redness. It just is just a drink of water. Men love it too because there's no fragrance, no silicones, no ickies. And then, because I'm getting older, not only does your mesenchymal stem cell, so are you, we're all getting older, but it's not a bad thing. That mesenchymal stem cell, when it's depleting, the signs of aging are showing. My husband just yawned. You're right? Oh, he said something else. But anyway, we'll just ignore him. So anyway, so basically we also lose a lot of our own moisturizer, which is what? Our own lipids, right? We're losing a lot of the sebum production. So what I love about oils for anyone over 40, oils do not clog your skin, by the way, unless it's mineral oil, just FYI. Some coconut oils, the way they're processed, may. But who's ever saying that that's like not compatible with your skin, they've been using for thousands of years. Cleopatra was like a fan. It just does, it works with your skin. Why? And let me tell you about our hero oil, which is the meadow foam seed oil, which is it's part of our lipid lock technology. The meadow foam seed oil has the highest natural amount of ceramides. You know, ceramides are not just synthetically made, right? The brand CeraVe, my mother-in-law used to love that until I gave her all my products. Now she's obsessed with these. She's 83. But she would buy CeraVe and she just, oh yeah, I need ceramides. Well, those ceramides were just man-made in a lab. My hero oil, the meadow foam seed oil, has 98% ceramides, the real ones, right? So what it's doing, and I'm going to put some on, is it's replenishing, and your skin is like recognizing it because the meadow foam seed oil with all of those ceramides, it has almost the same molecular structure as our own sebum, which we're losing as we age. So it's almost like you apply it, it's like, ah, I recognize you, come on in. And then you just start to have this beautiful glow. So that is part of the magic. And I'm really just letting you know right now what part of the magic is with my line, why you all just get obsessed with each product is because we have something called lipid lock technology, where this is a way that we process the meadow foam seed oil to where it's mixed with antioxidants and it's the exact same molecular structure as your own sebum. So as you get older, you're applying this and it's just, ah, It's giving you this youthful look. It's going in your skin. So that's why we love to finish with a little bit of oil. Even midday, I'll put a little bit of the Daily Botanical Serum oil. There's also, it is in here. It is in every product except the elderberry bakuchiol, which is more of an exfoliant. But that's part of the magic. So feel free to ask me any skincare questions. This is our skin school. I want to answer any questions. Just make them really short so I can read them fast. Let's see. Do we have any questions coming in that you can tell me?
When and how often should I exfoliate?
Oh, someone just asked, when and how often should I exfoliate? Now remember, I'm going to just share something with you to really chew on. Your skin naturally exfoliates. It does on its own. Granted, as we age, that process slows down, the cellular turnover. It can be up to 30 days. It would, when you're younger, it's like 20 days, 15 days. So do not make exfoliation so important when it shouldn't be. Your skin naturally exfoliates, but if you want to go back to your youth when it was exfoliating a little more, right, then I would only go 1 to 2 times a week maximum to get the brightness, and then you're going to infuse it with the Cell Forte serum, which is going to regenerate any trauma. The stem cell conditioned media was invented in the 60s for wound healing. So from taking these mesenchymal stem cells, they were realizing, wait, it's in this liquid drinking and excreting. This is a great wound healing. We're going to apply it. And, we found out that it's actually healing wounds, which makes perfect sense, right? So use the Cell Forte serum when you hurt yourself. I had this huge, I was doing this big event and my husband left. I have to blame him. He left the window open in New York and some mosquito came and bit me right here. It was a huge press event. And I woke up, it looked like a zit. It was a mosquito. I applied the Cell Forte serum. Literally by the event, it had gone down. It brings down the inflammation, which is why it's so special with wound healing. These are so many natural proteins that go into regenerate, talk to your cells, and repair. That's what this does. So you can apply it if you are red and inflamed, right? It's preventative. There are studies that show that the human mesenchymal stem cell is preventative of even sun damage in the summer. Go figure. You know how they say that vitamin C is with all the antioxidants? Well, this is that tenfold. You apply it underneath your sunscreen. Remember, it has all of these proteins that calm inflammation. I have a client who went to Hawaii with this, and she doesn't have a full body one, but she wants one. But she applied it to her face, and she applied the sunscreen to her face and her body. Zero inflammation, redness, sunburn. Her face was completely protected. It had the same sunscreen. Susie, talking about you if you're watching. Anyway, so there are also studies when you research human mesenchymal stem cell conditioned media, how it is preventative under sunscreen. And it's so lightweight, which is great. All right, I have a question here. How well does it help with under eye hollows, bags? And is there an eye serum coming out? Ooh, are you hinting? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, don't not apply this near your eye, right? This is a serum. I want you to apply it just right above that orbital bone. Please use it there. Don't just ignore this area. Use this as your eye serum as well. It's not going to go in, basically what dark circles are, it's pooled blood, right? So you need to basically, you want to disperse, right? To not have the dark circle. A lot of that is genetic, by the way. This is what I do for dark circles. This is the Gold Cryo, and yes, I took these out of the freezer. They're freezing. The cold temperature is going to help disperse the blood flow. It's pulled, so you want to disperse it. So let's go ahead. I just applied the Cell Forte serum. I'm gonna grab these guys, and they're freezing. And I'm gonna lightly glide out. This is one of the best things you can do for puffiness and dark circles. And the gold, kind of dipped in gold, those are also, the gold is very soothing. So you're just gonna go like this. And if you're working on the puffiness, you wanna not let go, bring it down, drop below your ear where your lymph node is, and let it drain. Because all the puffiness, fluid retention, needs a place to drain. There you go. Oh, feels so good. These are freezing. Also, let's talk about tightening. As we age, the elasticity, collagen production, we already talked about the sebum production slowing down. The collagen production and the elastin production slows down. Cell Forte serum, these little cellular messengers, guess what they do? They go in and communicate to stimulate collagen synthesis and elastin synthesis. So, I mean, I've been using it for 9 months. My skin feels so tight. Tight. Like I don't feel like everything's falling, right? Don't you hate that? And it's not sensitized, which is the best part. You know, the tretinoins, like you go to your doctor, you get that, or you like you buy this retinol or whatever that is. You buy the retinol with an A, with the O, and you buy all these things, and your skin is so sensitized. Nobody lives in a bubble. You're going to walk out, especially in the summer. Those are not products to be using. And like the P50s, yeah, no thanks. Those are peels. When you're doing all that, you're really stripping your lipid barrier, which is what you need. So the best thing about Cell Forte is that it's tightening, it's brightening, and your skin is hydrated and there's no downtime. And it's protecting in the summer. Yes, it's expensive. It's $3.95, but it's replacing a vitamin C. It's replacing a peptide serum. It's replacing a hyaluronic acid, replacing a retinol, replacing tretinoin, replacing laser, replacing these procedures. Let's talk about procedures for a moment. This is, you know, the facials that the med spas do, which are fabulous. They'll go in and do the RF, they'll do the microneedling, and then they apply the exosome treatment after, and they'll charge you, bam, $6,000. Well, that's a lot of money, but if you have the money, why not? Go do it. But what about the maintenance in between? Are you gonna go like every few weeks? That's silly. Get something like Cell Forte serum, and you are repairing and regenerating after that treatment like every day. Or if you don't want to do that, you don't want to sensitize your barrier. I personally don't. I would rather just apply this. And you're like, well, you need microneedling for that to get in. Well, that's not true. Microneedling, what microneedling does is that it tricks your skin into thinking it's been wounded. So from the inside, it will push out the mesenchymal stem cells that you do have to stimulate collagen and repair, right? That's the magic of it from the inside. When you apply something topically, it goes into your skin. You don't need holes in your skin for it to go in. You don't. So that has nothing to do with it. The reason that your skin after microneedling or some sort of a laser, like the, what's that one laser everyone gets, Rob? Morpheus, see, my husband. He sees the ads. They have so much money, by the way, Morpheus. You might think that that's a better laser, but they actually just have a lot more money, so they're putting billboards everywhere. So, and they also are everywhere because they have all the funding. So it doesn't mean that it's better, but there are other ones that some derms like even better than Morpheus. But those type of things work because they're tricking your skin into thinking it's been wounded, and it will, from the inside out, stimulate collagen synthesis. It's not helping apply the exosome serum at the end. Here is probably an even better exosome serum that you can apply morning and night and get those results without having to go in. So $3.95 all of a sudden became quite the deal. All right, so thank you guys for joining. Feel free to write any skincare questions you have. I'm here to do this live with you to answer your questions. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start putting on my products. I use this as an eye cream too, by the way, the souffle. And you know what I do in the treatment room? I'll use it as a lip treatment. And that's the power of the lipid lock technology, which has the proprietary blend of the antioxidants and metafoam seed oil. Underneath your eyes, the skin is very thin. The thinnest on your whole body would be your lips. When you apply the souffle moisturizer, you feel it go right into your lips. Like you literally feel it going in. It's not sitting on top. The same thing as an eye cream. It's going in. And that's why a lot of moisturizers say, oh, don't use that as an eye cream, because what happens is it'll clog because it's too heavy. It has silicones, or it'll just rest on top. So the beauty of the lipid lock technology in all of my products, especially the souffle, is that it goes into your skin. I mean, how genius is that? It goes into your skin. And a little goes a long way. This is going to last you forever. So we do have an exciting announcement, which I can't tell you, but we are going to be launching, you know, we go where a customer is. So I know you have a favorite store, and it's my favorite store too, and there's a few of them. And we will be launching this fall. More details soon. Until then, my website is probably the best to purchase because we do have the bundles and the subscriptions. And if you're thinking, oh my God, it's $3.95. Yes, Angela, I understand it's a cosmeceutical, it's medical grade, science meets luxury, but my God, it's expensive. You know what? we have subscriptions on our site, and that is kind of our loyalty program, our loyalty club, to where if you're using this morning and night, and I have to tell you, don't buy this unless you're using it morning and night. If you're using it morning and night, you're going to be so addicted to the results of this, you're going to start freaking out when it gets low, like literally. And I get DMs and texts all the time, just freaking out. It's like, ah. So what you want to do is you want to subscribe. That way you're never out of it. I have some customers that are buying like 2 or 3 just as backups because they would freak out. And I'm guilty too. When I was first creating this, I had the little sample jars, and I was like freaking out when it got low myself because I saw the results. So if you're using this morning and night, that means you're in my loyalty club because you know how well this works. So I'm going to give you a discount. So if you subscribe, you'll get 15% off. But if you stay, I'm going to reward you for staying. And that's where the loyalty club comes in. So you'll get 20% off every month. And this will arrive to you in time to where you will not run out. And you will have that secret of you sitting on your vanity. Just saying. So there you go. It's a pretty good deal. I think it comes out to like $316. It's $395. So you get $316. Ta-da! And like I said, 1% of all the proceeds go to a fund in honor of my mom, who passed of dementia June 12th, 1 year ago. And it was her disease that basically had me find this incredible stem cell research lab over 8 years ago. And we've been working on this serum for quite a long time. So in honor of her, we are doing clinical research. I'm not, but we have money going in from your purchase to help research for dementia and stroke. It's my way of honoring my mom. All right, so feel free to ask me any skincare questions. Otherwise, I'm going to ask, this is my husband, Rob, any questions coming through?
How long does it take for a new skincare routine to work?
All right, great question. So someone asked, how long does it take for a new skincare routine to work? Okay, so someone just asked another question. 5 drops, morning and night, would this last 2 months? I don't know about 5 drops. Your face shape is different. Just cover your face, and if you want your neck. It lasts about 30 days. It's 1 ounce. So I recommend 30 days. Some people go 45. Ones that are trying to prolong it, 60, but I'd say 30 days, morning and night. So yeah, in terms of a skincare routine, this is the best part about my skincare. And I'm not just saying this, it's actually true. If you look at all the reviews on my site. And we've done clinicals. So just about every product, you're seeing a result within 2 weeks. And that result is not purging or breaking out or red or sensitizing your skin. It's none of that. It's actually like 100% using the Cell Forte serum for 4 weeks, morning and night. 100% so their skin felt healthier looking. And within 2 weeks, they saw a difference in the pigmentation and in the fine lines and wrinkles. So it's just like, if it takes too long, and I love skincare products. I get sent products a lot. And it's so annoying if you buy skincare products and you use them and you hear the hype, it's just a marketing machine, and it was probably expensive, and you use it and it literally does nothing. Like it's no better than anything at the drugstore. So why are you paying so much? You're paying for the marketing or perhaps the doctor name. It doesn't mean it is a great product, just so you know. Look at the clinicals, look for before and afters, look at the reviews on websites. I don't believe in purging. You know, my lovely stepdaughter, it's 20, she's almost 21, but she's actually, I gave her some Cell Forte. She got her first bottle. But I was like, let me give you a facial while you're home from college. She's like, oh no, I don't want to break out. And I was like, break out? No one breaks out with my facials. It's like she hasn't had a facial from me in like a couple years, and maybe she was getting them in New York or something. But some people associate facials with breaking out because estheticians who didn't know what they were doing in terms of a formulating sense. Like when you're an esthetician, you're not just rubbing your hands and using sterile products. You also need to understand the chemistry of the products and the skin type. So if you're breaking out after using a product line, there's a problem. It's not just purging. And if you break out after a facial, it's not just purging. That means that there's something that isn't agreeing. What is a breakout? It's a combination of bacteria and inflammation. So you did 2 of those things. So you have to be very careful. So very proud to say that the biggest fear of any esthetician is someone coming in, paying money for a facial and leaving with their skin looking worse. So with my facials, no one ever breaks out after. Like I thought, ever since I was 23 when I started giving facials, and I'm 52. So it's just understanding skin and being intuitive with skin. And that's always been my passion, is understanding actually the formulas, which is most important in being an esthetician, is really understanding ingredients, believe it or not. That's what it is. I've taken formulating and chemistry cosmetics at UCLA. That's like one of my passions. So when I create products with my chemist, who calls me boss, by the way, I don't know if he's insulting me or he likes me, but it's one of the two. So we work together along with my stem cell scientists who create these products. And actually, I have a brief to work on today for new products. 2 new products I'm working on. I have to do the brief. What's a brief? It's where you write everything you want the product to do and your no-no lists of what you don't want in the product and what you do want in the product, what, the benefits and some ingredients that you like. And then they will go and create something, a few different versions, ideas. I'll try it, like it, hate it, change it, viscosity, change the way it feels. It did nothing. Like, there's a lot of work in creating products, and that's not even counting for all the tests that need to be done. And then of course the prospective studies and the clinicals after that. So there's a lot of work involved with creating skincare products. And that's why I said to always use products from the same line, because they're created synergistically to work together. There's a reason this souffle moisturizer has 0 scent, because I want you to put a little bit of this on top, which has the essential oil of ylang ylang and frankincense, which is a beautiful, they're there for a reason. Those are actually anti-aging. It goes back thousands of years. But I don't want too many essential oils. We're not wearing perfume. So 0 here. Men love this, by the way. I've heard that Leonardo DiCaprio and George Clooney, because I worked on both of their women, that they love this too. Yay. All right, so feel free to ask me any skincare questions. Otherwise, I'm going to just sit here and use my cryo a little bit. Thank you guys for joining. You want
Does it work on all skin types?
Yes, Cell Forte, all my products work on all skin types. The only thing that I would say, don't use this if you're super acneic. Don't use the souffle moisturizer if you have a lot of acne. Any skin tone, color. This sees no color. It sees skin. All right. So this created every color under the rainbow of skin. Cell Forte. That's the mesenchymal stem cell. There's no color. So it works great. I mean, this won an Essence Beauty Award. This also won the Zoe Report Award for Best Growth Factor Serum. I mean, I can't believe I forgot. What are the other 2? Anyway, it's won 4 awards. Birdie. Yeah, Birdie. And L, Future Beauty. All right. All right. Yeah, so no. Oh my God, this feels so good. I'm just using it. All right, let me show you how I can do a brow lift. Check this out. This is a gold cryo. I had them in the freezer. It just feels so good. We carry so much tension in our brows. Everyone's different in terms of, someone just asked about the pigmentation. I can't tell you exactly when it's going to resolve it. For me, it took 3 months. That's all I know. And the cytokines go in and calm inflammation. It's going to regenerate. That's sun damage. I don't know. So I know how long it took me. So I want you to use it morning and night, and then you tell me the change. Oh, this feels so good. Let me just show you the packaging on this. Look how cool this is. It's a gold cryo. This is like the perfect gift for yourself. There's a liquid inside that freezes, keeps it really cold. And it comes in this cute little case with a little lid. So that stays in the freezer. I went to get it just now and it just feels amazing. Freezing. You always want to go upwards and outwards. Upwards against gravity, like this, and outwards for lymphatic drainage. You always want something on your skin for it to glide though. It's a little wake me up. All right, so feel free to ask me any more skincare questions. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Oh, my dog just like yawned. Like the cutest dog, he's yawning right now. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe to my newsletter. Go to angelacollier.com. Look at the reviews on Cell Forte Serum. Look at the clinicals. Look at the before and afters. telling you it's going to replace 4 products in your regimen, and if you really are using it morning and night, you're going to become obsessed, truly, and you're going to not use the rest of the products. Not my products, but the retinols or whatever else you have. You're like, oh, this is inferior. I'm just going to go right into this regimen. So first is the cleanser, Neroli Cleansing Oil. It won the Allure Beauty Award actually last year, 2023. The Allure Beauty Award in September of last year, Best Cleansing Oil. This has won 4 awards from Elle, Birdie, Essence, and what was the last one? The Zoe Report. Boom. Okay. This is lovely. This is the Elderberry Bakuchiol Serum. This is super lightweight. If you're going to exfoliate, I say use this 2 times a week at night. And then when you're not using it, you do the Cell Forte, and then you apply the Souffle Moisturizer on top, and then a few drops of the elderberry. Yeah, you can change your subscription period. My team just said absolutely anytime. You can go on. Let's say you're getting it every 60 days. You're like, I want it every 30 days. Please go on and change it. You can totally do that. Any questions, just do order@amazon.com. Now, my husband is my producer. He's a former film producer. And I don't know if you ladies work with your husband, but it's super interesting when your producer is your husband and you know him so well. He's literally just put on the Cell Forte song, which is his way of saying Aunt.
Just before we see the change, wrinkles fade, your youth regain, empowering beauty day and night. Cell Forte, your skin's delight.
I don't know. It's not like he's going to take me somewhere fun on Sundays. It's like, I've been married a guy for 8 years. Are you going to like surprise me taking somewhere fun? No, he's not. I do want to find it. Anyway, we're going to end with the song Cell Forte, Skin's Delight. And feel free to DM if you have any questions if you saw this after the show. And feel free to join me next Sunday. I try and do these lives every Sunday. And now I'm doing them at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 4 Eastern Standard Time, because I want to go to the farmer's market in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to work just fine. Some things should just be Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful last day of the weekend. Do something fun.